Welcome to Sukha Yoga. Welcome to the standard sequence. So, this class is meant to be sustainable, it's meant to be familiar, and it's great for people who are new to the practice, but it's also going to be challenging for those who are experienced but looking for a familiar format or a familiar setting. If you have two blocks, you can place them at the top of your yoga mat so that they're ready for you. It's not completely necessary, so no worries if you don't have the blocks. And we're going to get started today in Shavasana, in corpse pose on your back body. All right. Go ahead and give yourself lots of space here, right? So arms and legs come nice and wide. Just let your toes turn out, let your palms turn up, your fingertips curl in naturally. Close your eyes to eliminate distractions so that you can go inward. We take this opportunity at the beginning of practice to anchor, right? A sense of grounding, a sense of stillness as we transition out of the day into our yoga space, into our bodies, and giving ourselves a little bit more attention. And try and shelve all the stories, all of the to-do lists, all of your obligations so that you can be here in the now. We use the breath as a tool to focus. And awareness onto your breath now. Feel your belly rise on the inhale. And exhale, let your body sink in a little bit more. Let's do that again together. Take a really big breath in through the nose. Feel your heart rise. Audible breath out of the mouth. Once more. Inhale, expand. And exhale to sink in. All right, let's wake up the body gently. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Lubricate your joints. From here, we'll take a full body stretch. Slide your legs together. Bring your arms up overhead. Give yourself a big, big morning yawn. Inhale to lengthen. Wake up. And then exhale, let your body drop. Okay, go ahead and bring your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shin bones. Give yourself a squeeze. You can rock from side to side, pressing your low back into the earth. All right, when you're complete, lower your feet down. Bring your right arm up overhead. Roll through the right side body and transition into Balasana, child's pose. Knees come wide. Snuggle your hips back towards your heels. Melt your heart down. Just take a moment here, an opportunity for a little bit of reflection, an opportunity to dig in a little bit deeper. And just remind yourself of what brought you onto your yoga mat, what it is that you might like to get out of your practice. Remind yourself of your goals. Remind yourself of what's important to you. Right? So Maybe your goal is to create more space, more freedom in your body, in your mind. Maybe your goal is to take care of yourself, to honor yourself, whatever it is that came up for you. Give your forehead a little rock from side to side as a gesture of locking in your intentions. All right, let's start to move. Spread the fingers wide, press into your palms. Inhale, peel forward to a tabletop position. Curl your toes under. Come into downward facing dog. First down dog of your yoga practice. You can go through any rituals, any movements here that your body is craving, shifting the weight from foot to foot, pedaling out the heels, bend your knees, shake your head. Yes and no. There's no right or wrong. You're just exploring your body here. With your next breath in, lift both heels up high, scoop your belly in. On your exhale, very lightly tippy toe your feet. Come on up to the top of your yoga mat. Passive forward fold here. Bend your knees deeply. Let yourself droop. Dangle your head. At any point in the practice, you're welcome to make a little bit of noise, very gentle sighs and flutters, to clear away stress, tension, anything that's been building up inside. Releasing to create space for new light, new energy. All right, bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, release and round. Root through your feet. Inhale, circle your arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take a full breath in, stand tall and proud. Exhale, release arms alongside your body. We're going to move through a breathing exercise to synchronize movement and breath so that this becomes a moving meditation. Okay, here we go. Take a breath in, bring your hands to your heart center, fill yourself up. On your exhale, interlace your fingers, push your palms forward, push the air out. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. Exhale, arms alongside your body. Let's do it again. Breathe in, press your palms at heart center. Bend your knees, round your spine. Breathe out, push out. Push the floor away. Inhale, expand, reach up. Exhale, let it go, shoulders down. Once more, inhale, hands to heart, elbows wide. Exhale, push. Inhale, ribs up out of your waist as you reach up. Exhale, waterfall the arms down. Let's take a shoulder shrug. Inhale, lift shoulders. Exhale, loop them back and down. All right, let's have a beautiful practice. Inhale, circle your arms up overhead. Take hold of your left wrist with the right hand. Breathe in, lift your heart. On your exhale, dive over to the right, send your hips to the left. Ardha Chandrasana, crescent moon. Press down through the soles of your feet. We always build from the ground up. And you sharpen your tailbone down, relax the shoulders away from your ears. And we're creating a nice stretch through the left side body, stretching the intercostal muscles, the space between the ribs. If you like, you can relax your right arm down by your side as you reach up and out of your left hip. Just take one more cycle. Fan open the left side. With strong feet, a strong belly, inhale, guide yourself back up. Take a little break here, reset, bend the knees, the elbows. This time, take hold of your right wrist. Breath in, lift your heart, reach high. Exhale, dive to the left, send your hips to the right. Now, even though we're holding this shape, there's always a subtle flow throughout the practice, throughout every pose. On your inhale, you can back off a little bit. Your exhale, lean and explore more depth. Let's keep going with that. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, dive over. See what it feels like to add more pressure into your right standing foot as you slightly tug up on the right wrist. One more here, really milk it. And with strong feet, a strong belly, inhale, guide yourself up. On your exhale, arms alongside your body. Lift your shoulders on the inhale. Exhale, back and down. Both hands come to your lower back, onto the sacrum, the triangular shaped bone at the base of your spine. Press into your feet. Inhale. Look up. Lift your heart. On your exhale, glide your shoulders, your elbows into the midline. We're taking a little back bend here, creating space in the front body. And there's a soft bend to your knees as you keep your hips stacked over the ankles. Take one more. Shoulders glide down from the ears, elbows in. With a strong belly, inhale, bring your chin, your gaze forward. Exhale, arms alongside your body. Inhale, circle your arms up overhead. On your exhale, hinge and fold. Breathe and come up halfway. On your exhale, release and round. Bend into your knees, drop your seat. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height. This is chair pose, Utkatasana. You can take a peek down at your feet. Try and move your knees back to stack on top of the ankles. Seat a little bit lower. Shoulder blades plug back into the shoulder sockets as you spread your fingers nice and wide. Let's add a little flow on the inhale. Lift through the sternum. On your exhale, drop your seat. Push the floor away. Inhale, float the crown up. Exhale, weight into the heels, seat low. Once more, spread the fingers. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, come into your depth, into your edge. All right, you're going to shift the weight into your right foot. Start to float your left foot back. Bring your arms alongside your body, toppling tree, also known as warrior three. All right, come back to your breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Lips are sealed. Try and neutralize your pelvis. Turn your left hip down. We're here for 3. Belly ribs pull in. 2. On 1, bend into your standing knee. You can bring your fingertips to your blocks or onto the earth as you float your left foot back. We're setting up for runner's lunge. Scissor your thighs into the midline. Inhale, lift your chest up on an angle. On your exhale, land and lunge. Again, we always come back to the breath. It comes first and foremost, creating a little bit of heat in the body, a place to focus our attention. All right, let's turn it on. Back heels lifted high. Spread the back toes as you bring your front knee on top of the front ankle. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Shoulders glide down your back as you reach back through the fingertips. Let's take one more breath here, really strong. Also a sense of ease. All right, release fingertips to the earth. You can shift your hips back. Spring step, come to the top of your yoga mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, round, head heavy. Utkatasana, seat low, arms up at shoulder height. Right away, you're going to transfer the weight into your left foot this time. Float your right foot back, toppling tree. Press into all 4 corners of your standing foot. Slight bend to the standing knee. Avoid hyperextension. Try and steer your right pinky toe down. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Flex your back foot for 3. Relax your face. 2. On 1, bend into your front knee, fingertips to the blocks or to the earth. Runner's lunge. Inhale, peel your chest up halfway. Exhale, lunge, bend into your front knee. All right, let's organize the hips. Plug your left hip back, turn the right hip forward. Scissor your thighs into the midline so you're waking up the inner unit. You're waking up your stabilizer muscles so that you're balanced. Find that balance of effort and ease. Drop the shoulders, smile a little bit, and then release. Fingertips to the earth, spring step, come to the top of your yoga mat. Hands to shins, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Bring your big toes together to touch your heels slightly apart. Seat low, hands to your heart center. Breath in, elongate your spine. On your exhale, turn to the left, hook your right elbow. Also the option to fan your wings open, prayer twist. Right knee comes back in line with your left knee. Drop your seat a little bit lower. And you can use your right arm or your right elbow against your left thigh as leverage to twist your heart up. Point your tailbone back, tuck the chin in a little bit. One more. Really twist, rinse, feel the cleanse, and then release. Let it go, head heavy. Let's reset the spine. Inhale, come up halfway. Bend your knees, seat low, hands to heart, belly in, breath in. Exhale, turn right, hook the left elbow, or again, option to fan your wings open. All right, let's try and keep the hips uninvolved in the twist. Nudge your left knee and your left hip back as you drop your right bum cheek a little bit lower. Belly in towards your spine to take a deeper twist. Shoulder blades together. One more. Squeeze your thighs together. Complete your twist. And then release. Head heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Nourishing breath in and a satisfying breath out. We're going to move into another standing back bend, yogi's choice. You can bring your hands back to your lower back. You can bring your arms up, interlock your fingers, release your pointer fingers. Breath in, push the floor away. Reach up, heart high. On your exhale, shoulders down from the ears as you trace your gaze up and back. Feel your rib bones lift up out of your waist. Shine your heart up and open. The strength of your low belly, inhale, chin, gaze forward. On your exhale, release your arms alongside your body. We'll shoulder shrug, inhale, exhale, back and down. Feet hip bone distance, hands to your hips. Shift the weight into your right foot. You can lift and spread the toes. Draw your left knee up to hip height. Breath in. Imagine there was a string at the crown of your head pulling you up. On your exhale, very slowly, carefully float your left foot back. We go slow to create stability. We're coming into high lunge, arms up overhead. Organize your hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Back heel is lifting. You can take a slight back bend, trace your gaze up. From here, straighten up your front leg on your inhale. On your exhale, open to warrior two. Find your footing. Back edge of your foot is parallel to the back of your mat. Bend into the front knee so it stacks on top of the front ankle. Long, calm breath in. Exhale, land, lunge, claim your power. Okay, you're going to push into your front foot, straighten up your front leg. Send your hips back, reach forward, forward, forward. Right arm down, left arm comes high. You can walk your back foot in a little bit. Trikonasana, triangle pose. You're gently pulling your frontal kneecap up as you send your hips back. As much as you're reaching down, you're also reaching up. Fan your wings open. You're welcome to take the left arm up and over, reaching out of your left hip. All right, from here, come back, warrior two. Bend into your front knee. Let's take one round of breath here. Try and close your eyes. Try not to let this push your buttons. Find some peace and ease. Next breath in, windmill the arms, frame your front foot, pivot your back toes in, spring step, come to the top of your mat. Reset, inhale halfway. Exhale, let it go. Keep a soft bend to your knees. Reverse swan dive, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Long, calm breath in. Long, calm breath out. Hands to hips. Shift into your left foot. Right knee comes up. Hug everything and imagine you are zipping your body up from the pubic bone to the sternum. Very carefully, slowly send your right foot all the way back. Crescent lunge. Arms up on the inhale. On your exhale, bend into your front knee. Your expression. Reach up, heart, gaze up. From here, breath in, lift your hips, reach up. On your exhale, come to warrior two. Land and lunge. Press into both feet evenly as if you were going to rip apart your mat. Feel your tailbone sharpen down as you float the crown up to the sky. Straighten up your front leg, send your hips back, reach forward, forward, forward. Left arm down, right arm high. Again, option to shorten your stance. Keep the back edge of your foot parallel to the back of your mat. Send your hips back. Pull your belly, your ribs, and feel containment. Feel the twist. Left shoulder tucks underneath the right. One more option to take your right arm to your right ear. Really milk it. Enjoy it. And then release. Come back to warrior two. One round of breath here. Reclaim it. Okay, hands to hips. Straighten up your front leg. Pivot your left toes in. You can shorten or widen your stance. Wide-legged forward fold. Big breath in. Lift your gaze. Exhale, hinge. Bow forward and down. You can move your blocks underneath for a little bit of elevation. You can take a wide-legged downward facing dog, crawling your palms forward and off your mat. Maybe you like to go for a shoulder girdle stretch. You can grab for elbows. You can interlock your fingers, reaching your arms up and over. Whichever variation, all of the weight is tipping forward. You can lift your heel. Head heavy like dead weight. Shake it out, yes and no. Shake off tension. Palms underneath shoulders. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot to face the top. Spring step. Meet at the top of your yoga mat. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Root through your feet. Inhale, reach up. Gather what you need between your palms. Exhale, bring that energy down to your heart center. Feel it in. Press your palms. Inhale. And then let it go. Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's ground here for a few breaths. Close your eyes. Get earthy through your feet. Get tall through your spine. Try and resist the urge to fidget. Be with what shows up and create positive self-talk. Tell yourself you're okay. Take one more breath. Inhale, breathe length up your spine. And exhale, soften the shoulders. All right. Let's blink the eyes open. Let's dance Natranjasana. Inhale, bring your arms up. Left arm comes down. Shift the weight into your right foot. Collect your left ankle. Try and unite your knees together. Sharpen your tailbone down. Establish your foundation. Establish your balance. You can hold or you can move with me through breath. Inhale, reach up. On your exhale, kick back. Moving slowly, gradually, without any force, without aggression, giving our bodies permission to open with time. See if you can bring your right arm to your right ear, keeping the chest lifted and open. And if you fall out like me, just come right back in without any criticism. For 3. Enjoy it. 2. On 1, try and release with control. Tadasana, mountain. Can shoulder shrug. Can twist it out. Just shake that off. Let it go in the past. All right. Let's take a fresh breath in for a fresh start. Inhale, arms up. Right arm down. Weight into your left foot as you take hold of your right ankle. Inhale. Lift your heart. Exhale, you can start to kick. Every breath guides a movement. Try and keep your body square. Turn your right hip, your right shoulder forward. Maybe you flex your back foot. See if that gives you more strength, more power. 3, 2, on 1. Put it down. Shoulder shrug, shake it off. Twist it out. Okay. Hands to hips, shift into your right foot. You're going to create a figure 4 shape. Cross your left ankle on top of your right knee. Hands to your heart. This is standing, thread the needle. Take a breath in. On your exhale, bend into your standing knee. Send your hips back as you fold. You can bring your fingertips onto those blocks. Fingertips maybe come down to the earth, or you can have hands at heart, elbows resting on your left leg. And we have this shape here to lubricate and open the left hip. See if you can drop your bum a little bit lower. See if you can steer your left knee out. And then return. Hands back to heart. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, feet side by side. Right onto the other side, hands to hips. Transfer the weight into your left foot. Cross your ankle just on top of the knee. Hands to heart, breathe in. On your exhale, start to descend. Keep your hips square. Left hip back, right hip forward as you steer your right knee out. Now try and use resistance. Flex your right ankle really strong. Push it against your left thigh. You can close your eyes, connect to the stretch, feel the sensation. And then return hands to heart, push the floor away. Inhale, float up, release, Tadasana. Mountain pose. Let's take a breath in. Clearing, cleansing, breath out. Tree, Vrikshasana. Shift into your right foot. Left knee comes up and out. Find your foot placement anywhere above or below your knee. You could even have your toes resting on the earth for balance. Come back to your breath. Steady your gaze on one point. Build from the ground up. Push your roots into the earth. Push your standing foot down as you float the crown up. And together, inhale, bring your arms up. Left knee turns in, extend your left leg out long, kicking the foot forward. Balance on one foot for 3. Notice if you're leaning back, move your shoulders forward over the hips. 2. Okay, on 1, let it go. You can shake it off. Release it, let it go. Other side, tree pose, push into your left foot. Right knee up and out, there's no rush. Set it up with care. Lengthen your tail down, tuck the chin in a little bit so there's even length at the back of the neck. Keep your right hip forward and square as you steer your right knee out. Inhale, arms up, reach up. Right knee turns in, extend your right leg long as you kick forward. Try to plug your right hip back into its hip socket as you lift the right foot and flex for 3. Drop the shoulders, relax it. 2. On 1, let it go. Let's shake it off. Clear it away. Inhale, reach up. Engage your belly as you hinge and fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. On your exhale, let it go. All right, make sure that your feet are hip bone distance to fist width. Now, a couple of options. You can hang out passively, take hold of your elbows. If you want an active variation, you can either take your peace fingers and hook your big toes. You could slide your hands underneath your feet. If your hands are underneath your feet, imagine that you're trying to pull your hands out, but you're stopping that by pressing into the tops of your feet. To make it a little bit more active with the peace fingers, pull up on the toes, and then at the same time press into the feet. All the weight is shifting forward, elbows flare out as you spin the inner upper thighs to face the back. Belly, ribs remain connected to your thighs. You might need to bend your knees a little bit more. This is a nice opportunity to clear away stress. Sigh, flutter. All right, let it go. Come up halfway. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step your right foot, step your left foot back, downward facing dog. You can give it a little pedal here. We're going to go through our Vinyasa Flow series, breaking it down to build strength and alignment. All right. Inhale, wave forward, come to a high plank position, shoulders over the wrists, feet are hip bone distance. You can take a peek back at your feet. Push your heels back as you push the crown of your head forward. Hips remain in line with shoulders, so there's no sagging down. There's no piking up, no cheating. We're going to be here for 3. And relax your face, smile a little bit. 2. On 1, knees come down. Inhale, bump your heart forward. Chaturanga slow for 3. Armpits, elbows, squeeze in, hold, hover. 2. Come all the way down. 1. Baby cobra, press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, peel your chest up, hands hover. Exhale, wave down. Press through knees and hands, strong belly, lift your hips, come through table. Take it back, down dog. We're going to add on now. Inhale, glide forward, high plank position. Come right back to where you were before. Engage, recommit. Pull your kneecaps up as you push your heels back. 3. Belly in. 2. On 1, knees down. Inhale your heart forward. Chaturanga, lower halfway, elbow height. Hold, hover. You can take baby cobra or try upward facing. Press through the tops of your feet. Lift your thighs, lift your heart. Pull your belly in, pike your hips. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Clear it out. All right, gently lower your knees to the earth. Sit onto your right bum cheek and spin around to face the back of your yoga mat. Get earthy through your seat. Really root down. Hands to hamstrings. Bring your shin bones parallel to the earth. Navasana boat pose. Draw your belly in, lift your heart, relax the shoulders down. Try and keep and maintain that strength as you bring your arms long and forward. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower halfway, hold. Inhale, reset, lift up, zip up, belly in. Exhale with control, lower and hover. One more time, inhale, root through your seat, lift your heart. Exhale, come halfway, hold it here, relax your face, breathe calmly for 3. Turn your thigh bones, your belly in, 2. Okay, on 1, let it go. Take a full breath in and a satisfying breath out. Right, you're going to bend your knees, root through your low back, shin bones come parallel to the earth. You can flex your feet for more power, hands to your thighs. Lift your head up off your mat. You're going to push your hands into your thighs and then your thighs back into your hands. So you're using resistance. You're using your body to engage the belly. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Keep breathing through the nose. Relax your face. 3. A little bit of shaking is good. 2. Okay, on 1. Let it go. Breath in. Clear it out. All right, let's stretch the core now with bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. If you'd like a restorative variation, you can slide your block underneath your sacrum. Maybe you extend your legs out long. For a classic variation, lift your hips, arms long, palms down, or you can walk your arms underneath you, lacing up your fingers. Walk your feet into hip bone distance, make sure they're parallel, even weight distribution in the feet. To stretch the core, we want to engage the backside of the body. Bring your awareness to your lower back, hug your glutes in. Feel the rooting to rise sensation, push your shoulders, arms, heels, and balls of the feet into the mat as you drive your hips up. One more breath here, find peak height, hips all the way up. And then exhale, lower with control, remove your arms, remove your blocks. You can bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, a sigh. Maybe a rock from side to side. Feet come down, left arm up. Roll through the left side body. Stay with me as you make your way onto your belly for spinal strengthening. Zip your legs together. Arms alongside your body, spread the fingers wide. We're going to anchor through the legs and the feet. Inhale, lift your chest. On your exhale, lift your arms. And keep pressing down through the tops of your feet. Squeeze your thighs together. Chin in so there's length to the back of the neck. Wake up. Spread the fingers. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, put it down. Chin to the earth, anchor through the front body, through the palms. Inhale, lift your legs. On your exhale, hug your glutes, your thighs, your big toes together. Feel the rooting to rise sensation. Plug your frontal hip bones down as you lift your feet. One more inhale, and exhale, wave it back down. Let's put that all together. Press through your feet. Inhale, lift your chest, arms, and then your legs. You can stay like this, airplane wing arms, or you can interlock your fingers behind you. Full locus. Right? Fully engaging, hugging everything in. We're lifting. We're also lengthening. Point your toes, crown forward. One more, recommit. Exhale, wave down. Let it go. One ear to the earth. Heads of the shoulders roll down. Let your heels fall apart. Take an energizing breath in. Let it go out of the mouth. Bring your chin forward. You can stay with any of the last variations we took. If you're ready for Dhanurasana bow pose, bend your knees, reach back, take hold of your ankles. Before anything else, try and walk your knees and your big toes in a little bit more. Breath in, lift the chest. On your exhale, kick your feet back into your hands, using the strength of the quads to kick back. Shoulder blades together. Your expression, lifting the heart, kicking back. 3, 2, on 1. Avoid the slingshot. Let it go with control. Opposite ear to the mat. An opportunity to reset. Chin comes forward, palms underneath the shoulders. With a strong belly, come through table, press through knees and hands. Think reverse chaturanga. And child, melt your hips to your heels, melt your heart down. This is a nice counter shape, rounding the spine after all of that strengthening. Knees can be wide or close together. You choose. Go ahead, rock your forehead side to side, a gesture of reawakening, re-energizing, resetting. You can stay if you are ready for more movement. Inhale, peel forward, table, back to downward facing dog. We're going to go through our Vinyasa Flow series. Pace yourself, honor yourself. Inhale, glide forward, high plank position from the knees or not, chaturanga. You can take baby cobra or upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Let's do it again. Inhale, high plank, chin forward, elbows back, chaturanga. Press through the tops of the feet, upward facing. Belly in, pike your hips, down dog. Last one with control. Unravel your spine forward, high plank. Chaturanga, try and resist the earth, go slow. Upward facing, crack your heart open. Take it back. Downward facing, full breath in. Out of the mouth. Knees to the earth, crawl them behind your wrists for Supta Virasana, sleeping heroes. Big toes together. Palms back behind you. Lift your hips. Lengthen tail forward. Bum into the ball of your feet. You can come onto blocks. You can come down onto your elbows. Maybe you come down onto your shoulders. If you're feeling pain, it's a sign you've gone too far. And your body is intelligent, it's giving you feedback. And so if it's too much, if you can't breathe comfortably, back off a little bit. There's no shame as you take care of yourself. And alternatively, if you're not feeling all of that much, readjust. Relift your hips, re-lengthen your tail forward. You can take the knees a little bit wider. You're keeping an exploratory approach, a kind approach to your practice. Nothing to see, everything to feel. Eyes are closed. Send your breath to the tops of the thighs, the hip creases. We spend so much time sitting in our cars, in our desk chairs, on the couch. This is a nice way to reverse that and create spaciousness, freedom. Now, if you're all the way down, reverse the steps, take hold of your heels, push into your elbows, release carefully, come onto your palms, peel your chest up. We're going to stand up onto the shin bones. You can tuck the toes under so that the heels are a little bit higher and more accessible. Hands to your lower back. This is Ustrasana Camel. Take a breath in, lift your gaze. On your exhale, elbows in shoulders, glide down your back. If it's available, you can take hold of your heels. Hips stack on top of the knees. Ribs lift up out of the waist as you crack your heart open. Okay, return your hands to your low back. Tone the low belly to bring your chin, your gaze forward. Slowly, gently lower your hips to your heels. Come into stillness in a seated position. And back bends can bring up a lot. Close your eyes. Drop the shoulders. Let your energy settle. Let your spine neutralize. Tail down, crown up. Positive self-talk. Long, calm breath in. Long, calm breath out. If stillness is what you need, please stay. Otherwise, eyes open. Move through table to downward facing. You can give it a little pedal here, pushing fresh blood and oxygen through your limbs. Push into your left foot. Inhale, right leg comes up high. You're welcome to stack your hips open here, bending at the knee, letting that foot cascade over. With your next breath in, bring your knee to your nose, round your spine lightly. Step your right foot to your right thumb as you lower your left knee to the earth. We're in a low lunge here. Both palms to the inside of your right foot. You can stay, explore a little bit of time here. You can come onto your forearms. You could tuck the back toes and lift your back knee. Dragon variation. Perhaps you roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Allow the knee to fall out. Eyes are closed. Enjoy it. Right, left palm underneath left shoulder. Take your right hand to your right thigh. Your gaze over the right shoulder. A little twist. Feel free to stay like this or inhale, right arm up. Kick your heel in towards your bum, taking hold of the ankle. I like to walk my foot over to the right. This is a deep stretch for the front of the left thigh. Be gentle. All right, release. We're moving into pigeon. Heel toe, right foot over to your left hand. Just allow your hips to settle to the earth. Breath in, lift your heart. Exhale, bow down. Sleeping variation. You can rest your forehead on a block, on stacked fists. There's no need to have your right shin parallel to the top of the mat. You can bring your heel in towards your pelvis. There is no need to push or force your body into these shapes. Let your body fall naturally and deeper with time, with patience. It's easy to get really distracted. Notice if you're daydreaming, if you're going over your plans for the day or stories, whatever it is. Try and let that go. Bring yourself back to your breath, following the inhales and the exhales. Very slowly, patiently peel your chest up. You're going to lean onto your right bum cheek. Swing your left foot to the top left corner of your mat. Sole the right foot to the inseam of your left thigh. Seated extended side ankle. Left arm comes down. Inhale. Right arm up and over. You're welcome to take hold of the back of your head for a little bit of neck support. Really, the most important thing here is to tack your right hip down and back, creating a nice side stretch, create a nice twist, left shoulder underneath the right. One more here. Fan open the right side. With the strong belly, peel your chest up, right palm behind you, joy pose. Hips up, heart open as you lean back. Okay, lower your seat down, cross at the ankles, tip forward, tabletop to downward facing dog. Give it a little pedal. This time, push into your right heel, left leg comes up high. Option to open the hips, left hip over the right. Try and keep your left shoulder turned down and square. From here, strong belly round your spine, knee to nose, left foot to your left hand. Come into dragon lunge, left hand to the inside of your left foot. You choose your variation. Bring your awareness to where you feel it, to the tight, sticky spots, and send your breath there. Let the breath act as a massage tool, creating more space. Okay, option to bring right hand underneath right shoulder, left hand to your left thigh, coming into a gentle twist. Perhaps you reach back and take hold of your back foot. Getting a nice psoas stretch. Breathing into the front of the right thigh. And you can imagine dancers kick your foot back. At the same time, drag the heel in towards your bum. And then let it go. Make your way to pigeon walk your left foot over to the right hand. Let your hips anchor. Let them settle into place. Breathe in heart high. Exhale. Enjoy the ride down. sleeping variation. You can let out a more powerful exhale here as a gesture of arrival. Let go of the struggle, let go of the fight, back off a little bit. Trust in the process. In this practice, we're not only stretching and strengthening our bodies, we have the opportunity to do the same for our minds, right? Strengthening the mind like we would with any other muscle. So as you notice yourself checking out, retrain your mind to come back to productive and positive thoughts. Come back to the present moment. Be here fully. Without any urgency, lift your chest. Sit onto your left bum cheek. Right foot to the top right corner. Left foot to your left thigh. Right arm comes down. Inhale. Left arm up and over. Seated, extended side angle. Root through your seat. Extend and reach out of your left hip. Relax your face. Okay, root back through your seat, left palm behind you for joy. Forget about the alignment, open up, and then release. Lower your seat down, cross at the ankles, table to downward facing dog. Pedal out, wag your tail from side to side, shake your head yes and no. Final vinyasa. Let's go slow with control. Inhale, high plank, push the floor away. Chaturanga with control. Upward facing, bathe in breath. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Lower your knees to the earth. Sit onto your left bum cheek. Scoot your feet out in front of you. Paschimottanasana. Seated forward fold. Bend the knees. Inhale. Reach up. Grow tall from your sits bones. On your exhale, hinge. Take hold of the ankles, the outer edges of your feet. Bend your knees enough so that you keep your spine really long. As long as you can keep your spine long, maybe you extend your legs out. Heels push forward. Hips back, working with opposing directions. One more, heart through the window of your arms. On your exhale, round, passive variation. Head heavy, toes turn out. Let the weight of your world fall off your shoulders. Very slowly, bone by bone, peel yourself up. Head comes up last. Reach forward as if you're grabbing for a set of ropes. Sit up tall, belly in. On your exhale, very slowly start to round and roll back, coming onto your tail. Then your sacrum. Low back touches down. Let's hold here for 3. Keep your shoulders lifted. Reach forward. 2. On. 1. Touch down. Breath in. Let's do one more. Inhale. Empty out. All right. We're going to twist. Shin bones come parallel to the earth, knees over your hips. You can T-shape or cactus your arms. Maybe you take your right leg over your left for eagle bound legs. Breath in, lift your hips, sweep them over to the right. And then lower your knees to the left. If there's another variation that you're craving, go ahead, do your thing. Deliberately tack your right shoulder down, spin your right ear to the earth if it's available. And then release. Return and recenter yourself. Set it up on the other side for eagle legs, left leg over the right. Inhale, lift your hips, sweep them to the left, and then lower your knees to the right. Left ear towards the mat, left hip over the right hip. One more really long and luxurious breath here. And then release. Return back to center. Give yourself one final squeeze here. If you want happy baby, knees open, take hold of the outer edges of your feet. Tack your bum down. Pull your feet down at the same time. Pick your heels up. Maybe you take your feet a little bit wider, your legs a little bit longer. And then release. Soles of the feet together. Lower them down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Reclined cobblers. If you have an article of clothing or a towel nearby, you can cover your eyes to go in a little bit deeper. Hands to hips. Option to bring left hand to heart, your right palm to your belly. If you have any sighs simmering on the surface, free yourself. Clear them out. Letting go of residual, stale energy, tension. We go through the process here of unwinding, of disengaging, to move into a state of deep relaxation, to move into meditation mindfully. Relax the forehead, unfurrow your brows. Let your eyeballs fall heavy into the eye sockets. All the eyelids close really lightly. Unlock your jaw. Remove the tongue from the roof of your mouth. And let your belly rise and fall. No need to tone, no need to hug in, forget what you look like. If you're comfortable here, you can stay. Otherwise, slowly, quietly slide your feet down to the bottom corners of your mat. Coming into Shavasana, final resting pose. Get your fidgets out of the way with, give your legs a little wiggle, a jiggle. Let the muscles know to relax. Completely unravel. come undone. Try and commit to stillness here. We've prepared the body for this, for meditation, getting all of the tight spots, the blockages, both physical and energetic, out so that we can feel a little bit home, a little bit more comfortable here. I hope you leave here feeling grounded, connected, reminded of what's important to you, re-inspired. Thank you for your energy, for your trust. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.